Miss Isle and I will be broadcasting tomorrow from Combank Stadium. We've got the call there for SEN League. Parramatta take you on the Cronulla Sharks. They are pronounced favourites, the Parramatta Eels. I'm not personally seeing that. I know they've got some big timber coming back. Clint Gutherson comes back. I think they've lost, what was it, the last 11 in a row or 12 in a row without him. Mitch Moses is expected to be back, so too Will Penasini. Blaze Talangi drops to the bench. Dylan Brown back to 5'8". Brennan Hand's a new hooker. Joe Offahengawe starts at lock for the Origin debutant, Jermaine Hopgood. And Braden Trindle replaces Nico Hines with Jack Williams in at lock for Cam McGuinness and Toby Rudolph on the bench. The captain, for the very first time, the 24-year-old Teague Wilton.
Oh, he's the skipper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I think I can see Cronulla bouncing back here. That was pretty ordinary, to be honest, last week against the Panthers.
Yeah.
But
we see that. We see that. It's a brutal game. You can't.
Yeah. I just thought some of their defense, when they've been so good. But I expect them, Fitzy having a bounce back factor. So Sharkies for me.
I get on paper, you'll look at it, the names for Parramatta. The two best players come back, but they're first up from a spell. Cronulla's still got that unbelievable back five charging at you. They still have that defence. I think it's just an anomaly what happened the other week.
Exactly.
And the other thing is, it's first 15th, Brian. So you've got Fitzy there. They are still leading the comp. They are seriously wanting to have a tilt at win this competition. With all respect to Parramatta, it's very hard being the substitute teacher and keeping the class interested.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're not favourites, the Sharks.
And good news, Sione Katoa will be getting to Combank Stadium up the Parramatta River on his new boat.
That's right.
So they're going to pick him up Port Hacking and off he goes.
That's right.
He's only got a 15 horsepower motor.
Oh, okay.
So he's just going to pad.
He'll be fine with that.
Pad.
He'll be fine with that. Pad. Both teams coming off losses and conceded 42 points. The Sharkies won their past 3 against the Eels. Now, if you are into the superstitious stuff, Trent Barrett's, both his first wins as a coach at a club, as an NRL coach, was against the Sharkies.
Oh,
So
where do you come up with these stats?
So he's looking for that. Sione Katoa, game 100. That's a crazy fact stats, that one. Game 100 in the NRL, and Sione Katoa. Micah Sevo, what about this, right? So Micah Sevo has scored 11 tries for his past 7 games. A lot of people would say that he's had a pretty lean couple of seasons, Micah Sevo, and that's fair. He scored 42 from his last 43 games. He still scores.
He's still scoring. I think it's more coming out of trouble. And you know what we can put it down to? You remember when Brad Parker whacked him?
Yep.
He hasn't been the same since. Has not. Whatever Brad Parker did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember it.
I do.
Sevo was running over people just for fun.
Placebo.
But then he got him under the ribs and absolutely flogged him.
Wow. There you go.
He got Teddy. Who did? Brad Parker. Oh yeah, Brooks. You need to. This is not working. You need to put earphones on.
His gesture game is.
I can't hear you. And it's look. You're dressed in black. It's like you're doing that. What is that stuff called? The acting.
Yeah, the
mime.
Not Pictionary.
It's called.
What's that game?
Charades.
No, not charades, but it's down at the Belvoir in Surrey Hills. It's called. It's a theatre.
I don't know.
Somewhere
He's doing more acting. Okay, Newcastle Knights taking on the Canterbury Bulldogs, McDonald Jones Stadium. 8 o'clock. SEN, I believe, have the call Friday night as well. Daniel Safidi returns. Christian Mapapalangi comes in. He replaces Bradman Best, who we're going to talk to very, very shortly. Toby Sexton, Sex on Wheels, keeps the job there at 7, of course.
Last week.
So he's going to stay there. Hutchison comes back into the side. Matty Burton named as 18th man, so he can't play in this game, Matty Burton, due to his commitments for the New South Wales side. Jacob Kiraz moves to centres. Blake Wilson on the wing. And Preston into the second row. I'm keen on the Knights here, Brian.
I'm keen on the Knights. That left side, no Kickow, no Crichton. Well, he's on the right, but no Burton.
No
dice for me.
No, massive out Kickow.
Huge.
Burton's a big out.
Critter's a big out.
Who am I missing? There's some other missing another one there. For the Newcastle Knights, they've got 4 straight wins. So when they played Canterbury last time, Canterbury won comfortably. You remember, Brian?
Oh, yeah.
Kalen Ponga was playing a bit buckled.
Yeah.
Hasn't played since. David Armstrong's come in. They've won every game since they've had him.
Michael.
He scored every game bar one. He's flying. So that's how that's going to play out. Greg Marzu, was there talk that he was not going to play? He's been named.
No, I think he's okay. Wasn't that 2 weeks ago?
Was it? Well, he's been named. 16 tries from his last 15. At McDonald Jones Stadium, the NRL Round 13 preview thanks to Ironwood Australia, leading supplier of recycled and reclaimed timber. Penrith Panthers versus the Dragons. Now, I'm against the market again here, Brian. I think the Dragons can push them a big way.
Really?
Yeah.
No Hunt?
No Hunt, no Lomax, no Sewer. But, mate, if you go back, at when is it going to finally pay the price? So the last 3 years in Origin time, they were beaten by the Cowboys, Penrith. They were beaten by the West Tigers.
Yep.
And the Bulldogs, who were one of the worst teams in history at the time, they got past them. But my thing is, go back to that first premiership they won in this run of 3. How many players from that 17 are available this weekend, do you reckon?
I'll say 0.
No, 3. Do you know who the 3 would be?
They're going to play this weekend.
Yeah.
Sorensen,
Fisher Harris, Leota. That's it. That they're the only 3.
3 good players, though.
3 very good players.
I just can't back the Dragons without Ben Hunt. That's my rule. Sorry.
Sione for now, scoring plenty of tries in reserve grade, so maybe he's one to consider. He comes in for Lomax. It is Brother Central, the Fine brothers, Molo brothers, Couchman brothers. It's downtown Brotherville, this one. So there you go.
So do you like the Dragons here?
I'm tipping the Panthers to win in a real tight one.
What's the
9.5? I like the 9.5.
Okay.
Feels too big. The Panthers won their past 6 games against the Dragons, but all that form at this time of year doesn't really stand up, that is for sure. However, this one may. The Dragons have lost their last 10 without Ben Hunt. So that is a little problematic for Coach Flanagan. Dolphins take on the Raiders, Brian. KO Stadium, the venue. They've only played 4 games, the Dolphins, since they've come into the comp at KO Stadium.
I've gone for the Raiders here. I'm starting to maybe rue that decision. I've tipped the Raiders. I do like the halves. I think I know Ethan Strange's been getting all the rap, but watch KO at KO. KO Weeks. KO at KO.
I don't mind that.
He, I really like him as a player. Like, I know he sort of, when he was at Manly, sort of playing a bit off the bench, and they put him at fullback, but he's been really impressive.
He's looking more comfortable, I'll give you that much. And he was a fullback converted into a half. Trey Fuller comes back. The big one, Josh Papali'i. He's a massive in, I think, out of suspension. So he comes into the side. Artem Mariota replaces Hudson Young. Hudson Young's a big absentee. He's the leading try scorer there at Canberra. So he is a big absentee. But they do look always better with Jordan Rapana. He has 4 tries in his past 3 games on Queensland soil. Ricky Stewart, 3 of his past 12 against Wayne Bennett. So that's a watch. And Jermaine Asako, he's scoring for fun at the moment. Roosters take on the Cowboys. Can you believe that they're 1 win apart, these two, and the Cowboys have more players out for Origin than the Roosters?
Yeah, doesn't make sense. Counterintuitive, some might say.
Yes.
I'm still very, very happy with my Crow, and I'm going to.
What was it?
Tedesco to score 3 or more.
3 or more.
3.
Hell hath no fury.
Yeah, he scorned.
Yep.
He scorned, and they can't defend.
Joey Manu, who could lead a top try scorer. He's flying.
Yeah, he'll get a couple too.
He'll get a couple.
I think it's going to be landslide city.
Okay. Interesting to see how this plays out. Still not a bad forward pack, the Cowboys. They've lost 3 of their past 4 games at Sydney venues, 7 of the last 20 when travelling. So Roosters halfback Sammy Walker has piled on 58 points in his past 4 games at Allianz Stadium. So he's absolutely loving that. So there's your round 13 preview, and you can visit Ironwood's new fully stocked warehouse in Botany for up to 25% off, ironwood.com.au. Right, O'Brien, only 5 games to pick from, but pick one enter a winner each week for the chance to win $2,500. Head to sensurvivor.com.au. All thanks to Bryden's Lawyers. I'm going to take the Sharks. Penrith seeking salary cap relief for stood-down player Taylor May as the legal battle continues through the Sydney Morning Herald. This is a fascinating one. The 22-year-old pled not guilty in court this week and will fight domestic violence charges. But the matter has been adjourned until next year after May was granted bail. So we won't have a result this year. May will still receive his full salary under the NRL policy, but the club are now looking at their options, which could include applying for cap dispensation in a bid to replace May. Now,
that's a bit rich.
The only thing I'll say, and he's only a young bloke, but did you see the symbol or what he come out and made some kind of gesture to the media? Did you see that?
No, coming out of court.
Yeah, I don't know what even that means, but anyway, I don't know why you're doing that.
Is
coming
that
out of court.
like a gang sign?
Oh well, some people would try and say that, or it's a. I don't know why he did it, but anyway, Ivan Cleary was asked about the situation with Taylor May. Here's what he had to say.
Taylor's decision to plead guilty today has confirmed the fact that he won't play this season. Does that disappoint you?
I think we just spoke
He's
about
pleaded
that.
not guilty, so let me try that again. But he pleaded not guilty.
No,
so
I'm not. We already spoke. I'm not going to mention who. I'm not going to talk about it, mate. Sorry.
But he's one of your star players. He's not going to play this year.
How many times do I have to say it?
Are you disappointed? You're not going to have him on the paddock?
I'm not talking about.
Why can't you talk about it, Ivan?
Because it's a legal matter.
Okay, my best guess is it didn't sound like familiar voices to me, so I'm tipping they're news journalists and not so much
Crime
rugby
reporters,
league because they seem scant regard. Apparently, Michael Block, the media man, addressed them and said, "Guys, we can't go there.
Yeah.
It's in court, blah blah blah."
They all know that. Everyone knows that. They're just trying
Yeah.
their bit on. So did Taylor May plead guilty or not guilty? Because I was a bit confused there.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
He's pled not guilty.
Gotcha.
Okay, but it's adjourned till next year, so we're not going to know. We're not going to know where that goes for a while. Hence the situation they're in. Trent Barrett, who's filling in at the moment for the Parramatta Eels, he spoke about the return of Mitch Moses and Clint Gutherson, and I think you'll find Parramatta have lost. I think it's about the last 11 or 12 straight without Gutho in the team, but him and Moses expect to be back. And here's what Baz had to say.
They've done everything they can, so they've had a full week of contact and a full week of training and pulled up well. So yeah, confident they'll both play, and we've got our session today. They give everyone else around them a lot of confidence, so they're both very experienced players. One's our captain and the other one's our halfback. So we've certainly missed the pair of them over the course of the last few months, and yeah, they're big inclusions for us. But that alone's not going to mean it's we're automatically going to win the game. We've got a lot of work to do against a good side.
Yeah, they're big favourites, Parramatta, but what are you really gambling with? I think the Sharkies are right there. Big news on the Courier Mail via Peter Bedell regarding expansion. Now, the federal government is set to inject $600 million into a new NRL team in Papua New Guinea. Sources told this masthead, which is the Courier Mail, that's a new term, isn't it?
Masthead.
This masthead.
Yeah, it's been creeping into the vernacular.
Been creeping hard. That the deal could be finalised before September 14, the 49th anniversary of PNG independence. It's also understood there is growing confidence the PNG team announcement could arrive before then if things fall into place with mid-July a realistic target. It is understood the Albanese government has not yet signed a written agreement with the NRL and is unlikely to take the proposal to Cabinet in coming weeks. The NRL and the federal government have already agreed on a funding package with almost half of the $600 million to go towards pathways and programs in the Pacific region. So what do you think about all that, Brian?
Elbow. Like if it was someone from Melbourne I don't reckon we're getting this, or the NRL's getting this. Like,
Yes.
I reckon because he's a leaguey.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Do you reckon Kazali land to be off the bit about this
Kazali
spend?
be off the bit.
Yeah.
Just going, look at these. What do they call us?
Oh, you know
Mungos.
what? I
Mungos.
need somebody there from up there, Kazali.
Yeah.
To
Rob.
enlighten me about Jack Ginnivan. He's copping it at the moment, Jack Ginnivan, for some reason. I don't know why.
Collingwood kid.
Is he Collingwood or is he ex-Collingwood?
Oh, he's gone somewhere else.
I think he's left. But
I don't know.
Maybe that's why.
He's gone to the
He's a crow.
Hawks.
What is he? Is he a hawk or a crow?
He's gone to the Hawks.
Brooks is here flapping his wings.
Well, let's get Rob. Rob, if
Is he
you're
a
out
swan?
there. No, he's not a swanee.
No, he's a crow. No. Hawk. Okay. Let us know.
Rob would know.
Call of the week.
Hang on, just go back up on that. What's he done? I'll give.
I don't know. I just saw a few Collingwood fans off him a bit, but
because he's left.
I think it's just because he's left. Hell hath
Didn't
no
he
fury.
Didn't he get caught on the Persians? He got caught on the Persians.
Did he?
I think so.
Anyway, let's find out. Someone from Kazali Land will be able to inform us. Call of the week thanks to Wicked Group, your premier partner for authentic memorabilia and comprehensive fundraising solutions. Let's see if Brian's been paying attention. The winner will win your choice of a Tommy Turbo, Jonathan Thurston, or Take Me to Kazali Land, Brian.
Jordan DeGoey.
Correct. Framed
Who
wings
loves barley?
memorabilia.
Loves barley.
Does he? Jordan DeGoey.
It's a big go.
It's a big go. He's still flapping his wings here, our man, the Brooks. We're going to hit to a break. Heaps of texts coming through. Brian's on top of that. So, listener, if you're not getting read out, just give us capital letters. Do whatever you need to do.
This is from the Big Red V at Mascot. You haven't heard Lomax whinge about playing wing for New South Wales. Ooh, meow. Kitty's got paws.
That's good.